Hello, I've got for you today the 2021 Writer's Edition, limited edition, in homage to Arthur Conan Doyle. This is the 1902 limited edition. Let's see, so they've got the more common blue 9000 some limited edition, and then a few an artisanal version, and then a high artistry version. All magnificent pens, taking inspirations from different parts of his life. So as usual, these writer's editions, they come in simulated books, a hardcover book, sewn book, with a supplementary leaflet that contains a document relevant to Arthur Conan Doyle's life. So this year, I think they've shifted to offering the information booklet and the service guide as one pamphlet. I'm not sure if it's specific to my region, so this booklet offers an English and Chinese description of the text, but not, as usual, other languages. The only thing that features in other languages is the service guide, which is international, as usual. So I'm not sure if that's a feature of the Asian market or if they've gone in that direction. So, and the 9000 special edition didn't have the same type of booklet in terms of just featuring English and Chinese. It's a little protective flap, and they've also made a shift to this cellophane. So this is rather flimsy. It's wrapped, I should say it's sealed, so you know if you're getting an open or unopened one. But in the past, they used to offer sort of more robust plastic sheeting, and really quite a while ago, they used to offer actually branded sheeting. So I kept this because it was quite interesting to me that they actually went through the trouble of branding their sleeves. It used to say protection against silver tarnishing to keep the pens fresh while they were in transport. So I don't feel like opening this one. It's not particularly interesting, a brown pen. I wish they had made it entirely of wood, or at least with more wooden accents. But the reason it is interesting to me is that the cone, for the first time, is made of precious wood. They don't give more detail than that. I'm not too sure which type of ironwood it is, but just precious wood. The fittings are all platinum coated, and the finial is, of course, the Montblanc emblem in mother of pearl, but inset into a hornbeam surround. So that's also another thing that makes this pen unusual. The setting of the Montblanc emblem in something other than precious resin. So they've done it for other versions in onyx, I think. But usually at this level, these more accessible pens aren't usually set in this way, so that makes it unusual. Another thing that makes it unusual is that it has a glow-in-the-dark Super Luminova, I think, is the brand of glow-in-the-dark that they use. It's set under an actual magnifying glass, which is the clip, and it's the Hound of the Baskerville. To me, it looks like a mountaintop for some reason. You don't really see the dog right away, but I guess that's the point. So there you go. As with the 9000 limited edition, the barrel features the tartan, I think his family's tartan, just a brown tartan, with names of relevant streets. So here, Baker Street, of course, for Sherlock Holmes' home office, and then I think somewhere else is Victoria Street. Hold on. All right. Yeah, Victoria Street, in reference to the location of his psychic bookshop. So I think that's one of the things that makes Arthur Conan Doyle very interesting, is that he had many different periods of his life. He wasn't solely a writer, so he was also a physician, and eventually somebody who was interested in the occult, so he had a psychic bookshop in London on Victoria Street. What else? So on the cap band, we've got, once again, his signature, and then the scroll marks that feature on the title page of Study in Scarlet, and then the February date of the opening of his bookshop. So he was also an explorer, or at least was a crew member, a medical officer in ships that went exploring the Arctic, and the high artistry version of this pen is a very interesting study of glaciers and icebergs that reference that aspect of his life. This one is more intended to reference a pipe, so the mouthpiece, and then I don't know what you call the place where you pack the tobacco, both usually made out of precious wood. I wish, like I said, that they had made the entire thing out of wood to be a bit more interesting. But chintzy wrapper, chintzy pen, I think. So another thing that I liked this year is that the two pens are a bit more complementary, right? So sometimes they don't really make pens that fit well together, but for some reason, I don't know, when I saw the brown and the blue of these two pens, it felt like they fitted well together. They complement each other. So having them side by side is a bit more interesting than, let's say, the previous year's Victor Hugo's, where it was a very matte platinum next to matte black with shiny platinum fittings. It didn't quite fit well together, but this year they go well together, I think. So that's what you'd get in the box. Now, I haven't shown to you the supplementary booklet, and this year they've got, I think, a postcard. Is that right? A postcard sent to his son from, where is it? Dartmoor, where the Hound of the Baskerville was set. So a nice, interesting token taken from the author's life, with the detail of the stamp and the date of the stamp, even the time of the stamp. And there you go. An interesting token to have in the limited edition. So there you have it, the 2021 Writer's Edition 1902, dedicated to Arthur Conan Doyle, the spiritual father and creator of Sherlock Holmes. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you've got any questions.